Okay, this is how you're going to deal with MS recordings, mid-side recordings in Premiere, if that's what you're using to edit in mid-side recordings. You can look up what mid-side is and what mid-side microphones are. I'm just going to show you real quick how to drop them into Premiere and start using them right away. So we're going to go to Premiere, and I need to get my audio file. So let's find that audio file. This is one of those polywave files that I recorded for the American Heart Association Gala. Let's see, where did I put that thing? Okay, here we go. Here's my audio file. Right? This is one of the files I recorded for Made in Texas's performance. So it's imported into my Premiere session. We're going to pull this over into the timeline. It's a polywave file, so it explodes into several tracks here. For this particular session, how do I make the tracks bigger? There we go. Can I make them all bigger? No, just, okay. So this, if you click on it, it's going to select everything. So we're going to right click it and we're going to do unlink so you can pick them individually. This first track is a mix track that I kind of made on the recorder. You don't need it. This last track is the boom track. You don't need it. The rest of the tracks that you're left with are vocal number 1, vocal number 2, vocal number 3, and then the forward-facing microphone element on the mid-side microphone and the side-facing element on the MS microphone that I used. So the way you make that guitar track stereo is you take the side track. This is what they would call the mid signal. This is the second one here, is what you would refer to as the side track, and you actually are going to be making a copy of that. So we're going to copy, Control C on my PC here, and Control V. There's the audio file, and I'm just going to put it right next to those other ones. The next thing you're going to do is going to sound awful. We're going to go into Effects, and we're looking up MS under Effects, and under Audio Effects you'll find this weird thing called 4U Meter Fader and MS Pan. There's probably another audio plugin that has the feature I'm looking for, but this is the only one that I found so far. So I'm going to drag that 4U Meter Fader and MS Pan plugin onto the second copy, that copy we made a minute ago. And then I'm going to go to look at the effects editor. There it is. There's my 4U Meter Fader and MS Pan. Hit edit, little edit button here. And then you have some controls here. The only thing you need to do is click this button that says phase, and it turns gold. That's all you need to do. You just click phase. We have phase reversed that track, which is going to be super weird because if I hit play, you'll notice that I have the original of that track and the copy of that track playing at the same time. They're both soloed. I should be hearing something, but I'm not, because they're two identical tracks, but they're perfectly out of phase with each other, so they're canceling each other out. That doesn't matter. Don't pay attention to any of that. The next thing we want to do is go Window and Audio Track Mixer. And there it is. In your Audio Track Mixer, here's what you do. For those two tracks, you're going to pan one of them hard left, all the way left. In the other one, you're going to pan all the way right. Okay? Do this in the track mixer. Don't do this in the clip mixer. Because there is an audio clip mixer and there's an audio track mixer. I just get confused when I try to use the clip mixer. So try to stick with the track mixer, and then don't use those audio tracks for anything except for what we're doing here, just this guitar track. Then, if you hit play, it sounds terrible. It'll sound super weird. It'll sound like your head got yanked over to the side and like you're want to pass out, fall down. But then we take that first guitar track that we haven't played with yet and we haven't panned. It's panned center. This is important. That first guitar track is panned center, and then play them all together. And you get a nice stereo track. And it's got this nice width to it that the regular, you could, if you really want to and you don't want to mess with anything else, and if you think the vocals are bleeding too much into the guitar signal here, you can go ahead and mute that second side channel altogether. And you can just use that, but I think that stereo sounds pretty good. So you have to have all three of these tracks, which is strange because most stereos, most of the time you're just dealing with a left and a right signal for stereo, and that's it. But for this, and that's effectively, this is still just a left and right stereo, but you have to have all three of those tracks to make MS into a stereo signal. And then you can start chopping it up and whatever, and then we can go select all three of these and then right click it and link them together, and then you can select them as a single file, so you can, when you make a cut, they all cut together and whatever. All right, I hope that helps, and good luck, have fun.